Welcome to the UNL Chemistry video series. In this video, we are going to go over the proper techniques for using a graduated cylinder. Graduated cylinders come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Here we have everything from a 10 milliliter graduated cylinder all the way up to a 2 liter graduated cylinder. In general chemistry, you will primarily be using a 100 milliliter graduated cylinder and a 10 milliliter graduated cylinder. Reading a graduated cylinder has to be done from the bottom of the liquid's meniscus. When reading the bottom of the meniscus, it is important not to look from a high or low angle. As your eye level shifts, the reading of the meniscus will become different. This is called parallaxing. Therefore, the meniscus must be read at eye level. Notice that this graduated cylinder has marks for every milliliter. But we can tell if the bottom of the meniscus falls between these marks, and therefore we need to estimate to the nearest tenth of a milliliter for this 100 milliliter graduated cylinder. The volume here is approximately 67.3 milliliters with the correct number of significant figures. Let's look at how to obtain a volume of a given substance in a 100 ml graduated cylinder. Make sure you are wearing gloves and eye protection when working in the lab. Use a beaker filled with the liquid that you want to measure and pour it into the graduated cylinder. Fill it up close to the desired volume. Make sure to look at the bottom of the meniscus. To get the volume right where you want it, use a dropper to add small amounts of your substance. Here we are going for an even 100.0 milliliters. A 10 milliliter graduated cylinder follows the same exact procedure. Fill and use a dropper to get the volume right where you want it. A 10 ml graduated cylinder is a bit different when you record the volume though. Notice that this graduated cylinder has marks for every tenth of a milliliter. Therefore, when you record your volume, you will record to the nearest 100th of a milliliter. Here, again from the bottom of the meniscus, the volume falls between 6.6 and 6.7 milliliters. I am estimating the volume here to be 6.62 milliliters with the correct number of significant figures. Using a graduated cylinder, you can also obtain the volume of a solid object. To do this, fill your graduated cylinder with enough liquid to cover the object. And record your initial volume. Here I recorded 4.53 milliliters. Make sure you tilt the graduated cylinder at a steep angle and drop your solid object in. This prevents breaking the bottom of the glass cylinder and reduces the possibility of liquid splashing out. Record the final volume. I recorded 6.51 milliliters. Now take your final volume and subtract the initial volume. The results will give you the volume of your solid object.